Welcome you all into your own YouTube channel, that is Skill Rachna Institute of Technology, for the unlimited practical and theoretical knowledge about the construction industry. So this is our second video on a series of column design, right? So I'm having one request. If you're not seen the part 1 of the series, first go and see the video so that all your concepts will be crystal clear. Those who are watching our videos, they know that throughout the video, we are also doing some of the practical and interesting fact check. So see the video completely and get the knowledge. So let's start with our video. In this video, we are going to calculate the load on column from wall, beam and slab. So for making the design of the column very stable, right, we should able to consider the self load of the column, then beam self load per meter, load from the wall and the load from the slab. Other than what are the 4 points has been specified, we also need to take care of the bending moment and the factor of safety for doing the final design. Now let's start with the column load calculation. Before starting with the calculation, we should consider some of the value which is going to be throughout calculation of all the structural member load. So let's first assume some of the data. The self weight of the concrete is approximately 2440 kg per meter cube. So in this our calculation, we are going to consider 2500 kg. So whenever you are doing the design, it is always preferable to consider the more load, right? Either let it be a self weight or let it be a final design load. When you're talking about a self weight of the steel, so self weight of the steel is 7850 kg per meter cube, and we are going to consider as 8000 kg per meter cube. Similarly, we have changed the value to the kilonewton per meter cube also. Now let me consider a column size of 230 by 600 mm. So I'm going to consider the 1.5% seal, and the total height of my column is 3 meters. So if you have seen the first video, you are able to understand why I have taken the 1.5% of the steel. Now if I'm going to calculate the total volume of the column, so it will be a breadth width multiplied by the height. So 0.23 multiplied by 0.6 multiplied by the total height, that is 3 meters. So I'm getting a total volume of 0.414 meter cube. So the weight of the concrete, if I need to calculate, so total volume multiplied by the density, so I'm getting a weight of 1035 kg. So that is the only weight of the concrete. Similar way we need to calculate for steel also. So we have considered at the start the steel we are going to consider for this column is 1.5%. So 1.5% of the total volume multiplied by the density of the steel. So value I'm getting is 49.68. So I have made it as a round figure as a 50 kg. So now I need to add both the weight, that is, so total weight of the column will be weight of the concrete plus weight of the steel. So I'm getting the total weight as 1085 kg. Converting into the kilonewton, that is 10.85 kilonewton. You are aware of the fact whenever we are going to calculate or whenever we are going to consider the load from the column, as per the IS code, we used to take between 10 to 15 kilonewton. So our value is also almost in between of the same. Now let's calculate the beam load. So similarly, we are going to consider the self weight of the concrete and steel, which we have already seen. Now let's consider a beam size of 230 by 450 mm, and we are going to consider a steel percentage of 2% and for a beam length of 1 meter. So the total volume of the beam become 230 by 450 by the length, that is 1 meter. So we are getting a volume equals to 0.103 meter cube. So total weight of the concrete will be volume multiplied by density. So we are getting 257.5 kg, and we are taking as an approximate value, that is 258 kg. So now let's have a fact check. So whenever we are doing the hooks for our beam, we need to remember very interesting and one important point. The point is that whenever you are going to tie the links, it should not be in the similar fashion which you are able to see right now, right? We need to put in an alternative way. That is the right way of putting the hooks into the beam. Now let's calculate the weight of a steel. So we are going to take 2% of the steel. So 2% of the volume multiplied by the density of the steel. So we are getting a value of 16.48 kg. So making as an approximate, that is 17 kg. So taking the addition of both of the weight from the concrete and weight of a steel, that we are getting 275 kg. So converting into kilonewton per meter, that is 2.75 meter. Now let's move to the slab load calculation. Similarly, we assume. Now let's consider the slab size of 1 meter by 1 meter and having a depth of 150 mm, and we have taken a steel percentage as a 1%. So the total volume of the slab becomes 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by depth, that is a 0.15. So I am getting a 0.15 meter cube. Now the weight of the concrete will be volume multiplied by the density. So I am getting a weight equals to 375 kg. Now similarly, I need to go for a calculation of the steel. So I have considered the 1% of the steel. So 1% multiplied by the total volume multiplied by the density. So I am getting a 12 kg. So adding of both of them, I am getting complete 387 kg per meter. So converting into a kilonewton per meter, I am getting 3.87. So making as a round figure, I am taking as a 4 kilonewton per meter. But whenever we are calculating the slab, there are some of the other loads are also acting on that. So we need to take care of that also. So we are taking the floor finish load equals to 1 kilonewton per meter. You can take a value anything between 1 kilonewton to 1.25 kilonewton, or in some of the cases 1.5 kilonewton per meter. We are taking a live load for a residential building, that is 3 kilonewton per meter. So adding of all the self weight plus floor finish load and the live load, I am getting the complete value as a 8 kilonewton per meter. So now let's calculate the load calculation from the wall. So in this particular part of the video, we are also going to do the fact check. So before that, just see the calculation. So when you're talking about a red brick, so generally the weight varies from 1500 to 2000 kg per meter cube. So for our calculation, we have taken the highest value, that is 2000 kg per meter cube. So let's consider a brickwork of having a length of 1 meter, height of a 3 meter and width of 230 mm. So the total volume of the wall becomes, if I'm going to multiply all that stuff, I'm going to get 0.69 meter cube. So calculating the weight of the brickwork, so total volume multiplied by the density of the brick, so I'm getting 1380 kg. So making into the conversion, I'm getting 14 kilonewton per meter approximately. But most of the size, we are not only using the red brick, we are sometimes used to AAC blocks. AAC means autoclaved aerated concrete blocks. So in that cases, the load will become vary from 550 to 700 kg per meter. So now let's check some of the interesting facts regarding the same. So when I'm talking about a brickwork, so whenever I want to immerse into the water, we know that it can be easily get immersed because we are able to see the density of the red brickwork. It is 2000 kg per meter cube, and generally the density of the water is 1000 kg per meter cube. But when I'm talking about an AAC block, right, so when I'm trying to make it immersed, actually it is not getting immersed, right? It is trying to float, right? You're able to see into the video, right? So that is the beauty of AAC block. So let's see one more time. If I'm try to pressurize, it is not getting immersed because the density is less than the density of the water. So let's calculate the factor of safety. As per the IS 456-2000, the factor of safety for calculation of designing of the load is 1.5. So if I'm going to make the total load of a column plus load of a beam plus load of a slab and the load of the brickwork as we have calculated, so I'm getting the total load equals to 35.6 kilonewton per meter. So the design load will be 1.5 times of the load, that is 53.4. So if I need to take as approximate value to the round figure, that is 54 kilonewton per meter. Now the interesting part is that in the next third part of this series, we are going to calculate the design of a column for parking plus 4-floor building. We are going to do a complete column design of any particular column for a complete structure. So you are going to get a complete idea in a different respect. So if you really like this video or learn something new, so please subscribe our channel so that you are going to get unlimited and free knowledge from the Skill Rachna Institute of Technology. See you guys in the next video.